Now, our next guest is known by his stage name Roosta and has also been described as a comedy's modern traditionalist and the gentleman of South African comedy. I'm talking about Ndumiso Lindi, who joins me now in studio to talk about his comical career as well as his tour around the country and continent with fellow comedian Tumi Morake for their married but not to each other comedy show. Ndumiso, a very good morning to you and welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Manuel.
You all constantly refer to your comic career as a calling that needs to be heard. When did you start?
Oh man, when I was still studying, actually I was in Cape Town, Cape Tech, and a friend just kind of pushed me towards that direction.
Is it?
Yeah.
When was this?
This was 2003. Yeah, 3, 4, if I remember well. It was all about the phone because it was a lunch hour show for students, and then they were giving away a phone. They're like, we want people to think they're funny, and you're going to win a phone. And my friend was like, just go, man, just do the stuff we do around us. And I went and did it, and hey, man, I won the phone. And one of the guys who was hosting it was a professional comedian, and he's like, yeah, you want to do 5 minutes at our comedy show? And the rest is history when I started.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at you, the first time I saw you on stage, I thought, what's this corporate guy doing here on stage?
Yeah, I mean...
You've been in the industry for quite a while now.
Yeah.
Share with us some of the highlights and the downloads, of course, of this industry.
Oh wow. The highlights is the traveling. Since I was young, man, I just wanted to see the world because I'm from Eastern Cape. I've always wondered what's outside Eastern Cape. Okay. And it's taken me all over the country, and I've always wondered what's outside the borders. And then I went to Nigeria, Kenya, just name it, you know, Uganda. And then, of course, the UK is called, and the US called, and Switzerland. I just love the traveling. Okay. And then I think that there's no downside rather than just try to keep producing good work.
Sure. And
keep writing and also be on point.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, married but not to each other.
Yeah.
What's discussed? What's tackled in this show?
It's all for a difference because me and Tumi always tackle like country issues, whether it's racial, political, or you know, we try to be all woke about it. But with this one, it's literally just relationships.
Okay.
And it's just men, women, whether you're married, dating, or you know, we're just having a good time about it. And couples love the show, and we've been getting good feedback about it, yeah.
And how do you keep your material refreshed and relevant in this day and age?
Wow. Just need to have a third eye for it. And also just, yeah, as I've said, just keep on writing, you know. The minute you relax and not keep yourself on your toes, you're going to lag behind because there's a lot of young talent that's coming. And you just need to keep writing, that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, what's happening in South Africa, politically speaking, I mean, you can be tempted to talk about that, about those political issues. But as a comedian, how do you strike the balance between freedom of speech and expression and, you know, not being politically inappropriate?
Oh, wow. That's a good question. That's a good question. I mean, this is our expression, man. I mean, and don't try to control it. Yeah. You know, just let an artist
just let it be, man.
Yeah,
yeah, just let it be. Now, your Pretoria, Cape Town, Johannesburg, Botswana, and Mahikeng have had their share of the Ndumiso and the Dumi laughter experience. Talk to us about the reception in those cities.
Awesome. I remember we went to Botswana. Botswana, they loved it. Mahikeng also. It's just, as I've said, man, it's just been good feedback from people. Most of the people who come to the show, it's their first time going to a comedy show, which is one of the best part about it. And also, we've come to realize people, because we talk about relationships, we've come to realize people face the same problems everywhere we go. Because in the show, there's a segment where we have a Q&A with the audience, and they ask us about relationship questions, you know, and we get the same questions most of the time. You know, that's when you realize actually people go through the same things. There's nothing new under the sun.
Yeah, and we've heard stories of comedians stealing each other's jokes. How do you guys deal with that?
You went there. Hey, man, it happens, eh? It's for real. It happens. You can't control it. It's not like we don't. How do you call it? We don't copyright ideas. Yeah, and even though sometimes you're not there to see it happen, you have no control. You could be at home, and your work is working out there. Your joke is making people laugh out there.
Yeah, I see what you did there. Okay, tell me more about the rest of the cities that you're going to be visiting.
Yes, so next up, we just did Krugersdorp, great, awesome audience. And on the 21st of July, we're off to Sibaya in Durban, Sibaya Casino,
Okay.
21st of July. And then from then on, we're off to Secunda on the 3rd of August. And then on the 4th of August, we're doing Nelspruit. And then, of course, as time goes, we're going to add on more dates.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the tickets, where do we
The
get hold of them?
tickets, people can get tickets at CombiTicket, and it's 150 a ticket.
All right.
And yeah, man, people get more than what they pay for, actually.
What should we look forward to?
Yo, Tumi and Ndumiso Lindi, and having a great time. Just laughs. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And I wanted to ask you, what is it about you that makes you unique, that makes you stand out from the other comedians?
Wow, okay. I would say I put a lot in my work, first of all.
Is it?
The whole package, you know, you have to look. I mean, my mom just made it straight up face from the first days when I was starting comedy. She's like, you better look good when you step on that stage because people are going to ask, whose child is that?
She's quite right, actually.
Yeah. So I dress up, you know. Yeah,
Okay.
people pay a lot of money. You know, I can't just step on stage and I'm scruffy,
Okay.
you know. So, yeah, dress up. Also, come on stage with quality stuff. And when people walk away, they're like, that's what I paid for.
Right.
You know, yeah.
Right. And what is it that you want people attending the show to take away from it?
To take away from it is that you are not going through stuff alone. You're not alone in it. Everyone is going through it. And don't think you're in this bubble that you want to hide and, you know.
Right.
And most couples after the show, they come to us, they're like, you guys actually helped us.
Wow.
You know,
Wow.
there was a couple, they were not talking to each other that night. They had a fight in the car going to the show. By the time the show ended, she raises her hand. It's like, I don't have a question. I just want to say we are talking because of you guys.
Good stuff,
Thank
man.
you.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Ndumiso, thank you,
Awesome.
man.
Thank you very much.
That's comedian Ndumiso Lindi speaking to us about his comical journey as well as his current tour with fellow comedian Tumi Morake. Married but not to each other. Let's take a short break now.